Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to talk about one of the coolest and weirdest news stories we'll see about Pokemon all year. And I know that because it's like mid-November, there is not that much left of the year, and this is definitely one of the coolest and weirdest news stories we've seen so far. It is all about Poké Post. There is a Pokemon post office that will send you Pokemon cards, which is absurd. Now, there are two cards that are available. There is an Eevee and there is a Pikachu. And it's actually, on the images they've shown us, it's not that clear straight off the bat. But they are actually stamped cards. They have a Pokemon Together stamp. And I've made very, very, very clear on this channel that I am a sucker for a stamped card. Like, anytime there is a decent stamped card, I am there, I love it, it's brilliant. But I'm telling you right now, this is awesome. Now, what you can see on the screen are postcards, fun packs of Paradox Rift, and there's an Eevee and a Pikachu. And of course, this goes right back to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. There's just something about the pair of Pikachu and Eevee in Pokemon. They're Gen 1, they're adorable, everybody loves them. And yeah, frankly, if you're going to choose two Pokemon to do this with, these are the ones. You were never going to go for first partner Pokemon because, I mean, come on. It was never going to be the case, was it? Not when there's only two promos available, and you're not going to go for your big Pokemon like Charizard and Mewtwo and any of that rubbish. No, this was always going to be the case. This was always going to be how it worked. So, with that borne in mind then, what are we actually talking about? Well, straight off the bat, I've got some bad news. This is not for everybody. This is not everywhere. This is taking part in the UK, France and Germany. Welcome to the Poké Post mailing office. Winter is here, and we need your help getting our post to the right Pokemon trainers in mainland UK/Isle of Man, metropolitan France, and domestic Germany. It is not for everybody. Now, this is clearly a winter, Christmassy kind of thing. I mean, look at the little Poké Post office they've shown you, all covered in ice and stuff. So I would be, and I can't say for certain, obviously one way or the other, but I would be very, very surprised if this kind of came back in a couple of months in some other country or territory. No, this is for the UK, Germany, and France. So if you're outside of those territories, it's going to be very difficult to get hold of that. I am sorry. But it says, know someone who'd love a Pokemon surprise through the door. Visit our Poké Post locations and receive a Pokemon trading card game and Pokemon Together promo card for you, and one to post on site to a friend, all free of charge. Enjoy Pokemon Together at our one-day festive pop-ups, which include photo opportunities and meet and greet appearances from Pikachu and Eevee. This is a limited time promotion running on specific dates and at specific locations until the 19th of December 2023. And this is where I have a bit of a question, because one of these is kind of in driving distance for me. Kind of. You see, it's happening in Cardiff. And now Cardiff isn't really very close to me, but in the context of I live in Cornwall, Cardiff is really not that far away. Now, according to the old Google, I can walk it in 74 hours, or I can drive it in 3.5. Is that ideal? No. No, that is not ideal. But by the same token, I'm sure there are a bunch of people watching this video going, hang on a second, Wassy. I would happily drive for 3.5 hours to get to this promotion. And I know a bunch of people would. I'm also well aware that for you guys in the US, driving 3.5 hours is nothing. You view distances very different. And there was a time in my life where I did drive this like every weekend, literally every weekend, to go to Pokemon tournaments. So it's not that it's not doable, it's that I've got 3 kids and this is on like a random Wednesday. In fact, it's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I would have to get in the car for a 7-hour round trip to Cardiff, which is doable. I can just drive there in the morning, go to this, and then drive back in the afternoon. It is doable. It's a bit over the top, but I am literally a Pokemon TCG content creator. Like, that is my job. So surely driving here would be a good idea? I don't know is the honest answer. I'm going to have to think about this one. So where is it actually happening then, other than Cardiff? Well, it's happening from 10 in the morning till 7:30, and it's happening all the way, well, here are the lists. We've got Edinburgh on the 18th of November, that is this coming Saturday. Cardiff on Wednesday the 22nd, that's next Wednesday. We've got Paris on the 25th of November. We've got Lyon on the 2nd of December. We've got Munich on the 6th of December. Berlin on the 9th of December. Bochum on the 16th of December, and London on the 19th of December. For what it's worth, I could actually get up to London on that Tuesday as well, but then I'm spending 120 quid on the train, which honestly is actually doable. I've done London and back in a day several times, but I also get the feeling that going to Cardiff is going to be a lot less manic than going to London. But then again, going to London for a nice little day trip at Christmas time, that also sounds incredibly pleasant. The point is, it's out there. And at this stage, and look, let's be clear, I cannot say one way or the other. I do not have any insider information. I am assuming that this is it. I think at this stage it's clearly a festive thing, and I don't think that they are looking to add any other dates. I could be wrong. That's my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. That's my prediction. So what they said on it is here. Come down to our Poké Post mailing office, collect a Pokemon trading card game gift, address your envelope, slip it through the Poké Post counter, and then receive your own gift pack to take home and keep. Strike your best pose in the photo areas and meet Pikachu or Eevee at scheduled times during the day. And I love this. There is a note there saying, please note, Poké Post is not an actual post office. And I love that. I love that they've made a point of literally saying on the website, hey dudes, right, just to be clear, you know this isn't a real post office, don't you? And to be fair, I've often got things to post. It would be maybe more convenient if it was for me, but also it would be super annoying and would make the queues really long. Now, one of my questions is it a case of you get Pikachu and you post Eevee, or is it random? And it's got to be one is posting and one is getting on site, surely. Otherwise, you run the risk of doubling up. Now, obviously, and I don't think I'm giving away any secrets here, obviously what's going to happen for a lot of people is they're going to have a friend who lives at their house. Or they're going to send it to their brother, or sister, or mum, or dad, or someone who lives in their house. And I do think that's going to happen for a lot of people. I'm not sure it's that egregious, honestly. It's probably going to be fine. I really hope this doesn't turn into another thing like Van Gogh Pikachu, where we got a bunch of idiots going down trying to game the system and get 1 million of the promos to try and sell on for profit. I really, really hope that doesn't happen, because that would be super annoying, and I would not enjoy that at all. That would bum me out. That would be rubbish. I'm really hoping we don't see a similar thing going on like we did there. I love this. This is another one of those things, and I really hope this goes well, and I really hope this is successful, and it's nice, and that people behave, because actually this is one of those things where this is just a really cool thing to do. Because bearing in mind, this is all free. The cards you get when you turn up are free. The cards that are mailed to your friend are literally free. And if I could make a request to all you lovely ladies and gentlemen, actually send it to a friend. Like, genuinely get one and send the other one to a friend. If you're lucky enough to be able to go to one of these, find a friend who isn't able to go and send them the other one. And I know a lot of people aren't going to. I know a lot of people are going to send it to themselves. That's fine. You do what you want to do. This is not some kind of weird demand. This is just friendly advice on your old pal Wassy. But we're getting up to the holidays. We're getting close to Christmas. Can you imagine if you've got a friend out there who wants to go and can't make it, and they get this mail from you? Can you imagine how lovely that would be for them? Can you imagine the smile on their face when they receive that letter? Tell me that wouldn't be amazing. Because obviously that would be amazing. Obviously, I can't make you. I'm just saying that would be a nice thing to do. I love that Pokemon are doing this. It's free of charge. It's lovely. And look, it's clearly an advertising campaign, right? It's clearly this is Pokemon advertising Pokemon and the card game in large cities in Europe. Obviously, that's the thing that's going on here. But I'm telling you now, I love this. I think this is wonderful. and I could not be much more in favour of this. I'm really trying to debate whether I can drive to Cardiff or train to London, and I shouldn't. I don't really have time. I'm a very busy dude, but I really, really want to, and I'm going to have to figure out if I can or not. As a side note, remember there is a regional in Stuttgart on the 9th of December, so that is the same day that this is going on in Berlin. However, if you're there a bit early for Stuttgart regionals, maybe on the Wednesday you can head to Munich and join in, and then head over to Stuttgart on the Friday. Just putting that out there. Maybe I should go to Stuttgart regionals and I should go to Munich on the Wednesday. Okay, so I went and put it in on Google. Turns out it's a 2-hour train. It's not actually that close, so I kind of want to go anyway. Not sure I'm going to Stuttgart regionals yet. That's a decision I'm going to have to make. Right, anyway, that's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's over to you guys. Obviously, I haven't said this yet, but the Pikachu and Eevee are obviously reprints of existing cards. They're just random common Pikachu and Eevee with the stamp, but you know I am a sucker for the stamp. Right, that's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you're going to be going along. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Uriel Rojas, sorry if I'm pronouncing that terribly, who is one of our newer patrons and is a very lovely person, so shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.